Timmy's parents are taking him to his last day of school. The three of them are excited that Timmy will be getting an award for perfect attendance. Unfortunately for Timmy, Francis is outside the school, celebrating the last day as always by beating up every other boy. After Francis smashes a kid into the window of Timmy's car, Timmy gets his oblivious parents to drop him off inside the school to avoid a pummeling. As soon as first period ends, Francis confronts Timmy, who runs away into the halls. Timmy runs into a dead end and realizes Francis will only beat him up if he sees him, so he wishes that he were invisible. Francis shows up and only sees Cosmo and Wanda, who Timmy had wished would disguise themselves as school children, and warns them that unless they find Timmy, he will punch Cosmo instead. Timmy enjoys being invisible and occurs to him that he can cause mischief. In the boys' locker room, Timmy uses a towel to scare the athletes, making them run away and think it's a haunted locker room. Later, Timmy goes to a class where the teacher explains about adding angles. Then Timmy starts tearing the chalkboard, which causes a screech. People get scared by the noise, and the teacher thinks it's the haunted chalkboard. Everyone runs away, and Timmy laughs. Then Timmy arrives at a biology class in which Chester and AJ must dissect a frog, but then Francis arrives, pushes them, which leaves them stunned, and decides to dissect the frog himself, adding that he would do that to Timmy if he were a frog. Timmy gets upset by what Francis does and proceeds to defend his friends, grabs the frog, and starts hitting Francis with it. Chester and AJ enjoy seeing the frog hit Francis, but then they think that there are ghosts. They get scared by it and run away. Mr. Crocker sees them and observes it happen. Mr. Crocker discovers that Francis is being hit by a floating frog, which he enjoys. But Mr. Crocker realizes that frogs do not float or hit children, and thinks that there is only one logical explanation, which is that Timmy Turner became invisible with his fairy godparents. So he sets out to catch him and prove the existence of the magical godparents. Timmy realizes he is running late for the awards ceremony and goes to find his godparents so they can change him back to normal for him to get his award. Crocker, who's using the heat-seeking goggles to see him, chases him through the halls, firing plungers at him. The chase goes through the school kitchen, where one of the plungers bursts through a bag of flour, leaving Crocker covered in the white powder. In the school auditorium, where the award ceremony is taking place, Francis tells the fairies that he cannot find Timmy and grabs Cosmo to hit him. Wanda turns into a bat and finds Timmy backstage through echolocation. Timmy tells her he is unsure of what to do, not wanting Francis to beat him up, but not wanting to lose his award or let Cosmo get beaten up either. Crocker storms in and grabs Timmy, whom Wanda saves by becoming a baseball bat and beating Crocker senseless. Timmy wishes to be visible again, just as Principal Waxelplax is about to award him with the Perfect Attendance Medal. Moments after she does, Crocker picks Timmy up and presents him to the audience as proof that fairy godparents are real. But since Timmy is visible now, the crowd just laughs. Waxelplax assumes that the flower-covered Crocker was the one pretending to be the ghost and calls security to get rid of him. Francis confronts Timmy on stage, but this time Timmy stays put, saying that even though he is afraid, he has learned not to run away from problems. Francis is impressed by his bravery, but decides to hit him anyway. But since Timmy blocks every attempt at attacking his medal, Francis ends up hurting himself and collapsing on the ground. As Timmy and his parents leave, Mrs. Turner asks Timmy about his day, and Timmy states as he turns invisible again, "It's like I wasn't even there."